Hey guys, in this video I will show you how to find all golden walnuts on Ginger Island in the new Stardew Valley update. Remember that I will show you every single one and the exact steps you have to take, so be warned that there will be spoilers in this video. I will warn you if there is a riddle of some sort, so you can skip certain parts to avoid exact solutions. You can find golden walnuts hidden throughout the island and you can use them to unlock buildings and other features all across the area. Only 116 of the 130 walnuts are necessary to unlock them all. You might want to find all 130 to complete the game 100%, which will unlock some new secrets introduced in 1.5. You can find most of the golden walnuts in plain sight, hidden in the ground or in hidden areas, but some of them are monster drops, quest rewards and so on. You will also find a lot of journal scraps while exploring the island that tell you some of the walnut locations amongst other secrets. Jungle is the first area you unlock when you enter the island, and you can find only 11 golden walnuts. One can be found immediately on the plant by right-clicking it. The second one is inside the treehouse where Leo lives, which you can only find by breaking open the tree to the right side. Outside to the right there's an entrance to a jungle shrine, which Birdie mentions sometimes when you talk to her. Solving the riddle on the shrine rewards you with 5 more golden walnuts. If you want to solve it yourself, skip ahead. To solve the riddle, you have to place 4 gems on the correct sockets. Which gems are required and where to place them differs for everyone in each playthrough. You can figure this out by finding colored birds on rainy days. Every day that it rains, there will be a colored bird in a different part of the island that drops a gem as you approach it when it flies away. Place the gem corresponding to the direction you found it on sockets to get your reward. Below the sockets there is also another golden walnut plant. On the left side of the area there is a shrine that depicts bananas. Offering a banana rewards you with 3 golden walnuts. You can find banana saplings by breaking open golden coconuts at the blacksmith, by finishing the 6-part fossil for Professor Snail, or by trading them for 5 dragon teeth with the island trader. To unlock the island trader you need to first unlock the farm in the West Island for the price of 20 walnuts. Then you can unlock the island trader for 10 walnuts in the northern area. To find dragon teeth you have to either kill lava orbs, which are those yellow frogs swimming inside the lava in the volcano dungeon, or you have to pick them up in randomly spawning dungeon levels with dragon skeletons, which is, in my experience, quite rare. The drop chance from those frogs is also quite bad, so equipping the burglar's ring, which you can get in the Adventurer's Guild by killing 300 dust sprites, is probably a good idea, since you will probably want another 10 dragon tooth anyway to be able to build the island obelisk on your normal farm, so you can stop taking the boat every single time you want to get on the island. Golden coconuts can be found by shaking palm trees that have coconuts on them all across the island. This is kind of important as I made the mistake of cutting them all down shortly after I arrived, forcing me to let them regrow after I realized my mistake. Another way to get golden coconuts is by digging up artifact spots. First golden coconut that you break open will net you a golden walnut. Every coconut after that can contain banana saplings amongst other things. You can find 5 golden walnuts just by fishing anywhere on the island. All the golden walnuts from the jungle, 1 from the coconut and 5 from fishing, you will have 17 golden walnuts already. Now let's continue with the Western Island. On the Western Island there are a whole 52 golden walnuts to collect. 19 golden walnuts are found hidden all across the Western Island, and an additional 3 are rewarded from a minigame. From right to left, the first one, including a pearl, is on the far right of the beach, hidden in the ground, which you can figure out from a part of the scrap journal. The second one is found right before the bridge, surrounded by planks and stars. To the south of that, you can enter the shipwreck to get the third walnut. Across the bridge, number 4 lies between 4 stars. Number 5 is the reward for hitting the doggy with the upgrade watering can from afar, or by blocking all other freeholds. Between the small puddles, an X marks the spot, hiding the 6th walnut. Small circles to the southwest give away number 7, below the pond, there is a walnut tree hidden behind the coconut tree for the 8th walnut. Another part of the journal scrap will tell you about number 9 hidden in the sands above the hut. And just above that there is number 10 in plain sight. Continue past the walnut door across the shore to find number 11. Go back and up the stairs to find number 12 hidden behind the mahogany tree. Number 14 can be dropped by killing one of the tiger slimes. Just to the right, patches of grass form a square for number 14. Southeast of that there is a path that leads to number 15. Going back and continuing to the north leads to number 16. To the north of that there's a secret cave with a minigame where you have to repeat the given pattern several times, with each getting progressively more difficult. Doing that rewards you with 3 more golden walnuts for 19 overall walnuts. Across the bridge there's a path to the south for number 20. To the right of the bridge 4 flower patches mark number 21. Just to the right of that there is a hidden pathway marked by weeds that lead you to number 22 on a walnut plant, which you can get by right clicking. 5 more walnuts can be found by destroying the mussel rocks in the southern beach area below the farm. This is not guaranteed, so you have to keep destroying them as they respawn every day for a maximum of 5 golden walnuts. In the same way, 5 golden walnuts can be found by harvesting crops. As soon as you enter the western island, you can start planting seeds around the destroyed farmhouse. Any plant of any season will be able to grow here just like in a greenhouse. It seems to me that walnuts don't drop from every kind of crop, but planting and harvesting taro roots got me all 5 of them. After you have unlocked the farm for 20 golden walnuts, a cave entrance will spawn to the right of the farmhouse next to the stairs. Inside this cave, a frog will tell you to plant a certain crop that he describes. When the crop is ready, don't harvest it and instead talk to the frog, who will reward you with 5 golden walnuts along a cutscene. This can be repeated up to 3 times for a total of 15 golden walnuts. First you will need to plant melons. The second request will be about wheat. The third and final request will be about garlic. 5 more walnuts are a reward for solving the quest of the woman by the west shore. She wants you to find a memento from her dead husband, so she gives you a war memento that she found on the island since it might help you. If you want to solve it yourself, then skip ahead. This is a trading quest, so you have to find the right people to trade to until you find the right item for the woman. A war memento certainly leads us to Kent at first, and he in turn gives you a gourmet tomato salt. And the only known gourmet in town is Goose, who will give you a Stardew Valley rose. I then thought of Evelyn since she tends the gardens in Pelican Town, but she will actually tell you if you've shown it to Emily, who then tells you that she has a faraway living friend who would certainly like the rose, leading you to Sandy in the desert. Sandy will give you a TV remote which you will have to give to George. George will then give you a magical artifact named Arctic Shard. You can show it to the wizard, but if you show it to Clint instead, he will tell you that he doesn't deal in magical for some extra dialogue. If you give the wizard the Arctic Shard, he will reluctantly give you a wriggling worm. Trade this for the pirate's locket from Willy and give it to the woman to receive 5 golden walnuts and a cutscene. So in total you can get 17 walnuts in the ground or from plants, 1 by killing the slimes, 1 from the Dougie, 3 from the minigame, 5 from destroying mussel rocks, 5 from harvesting, 15 from the frog, and 5 from the woman's quest for a total of 52 golden walnuts. Now let's continue with the northern part of the island. There are overall 50 golden walnuts on this part. 18 of those can be found around the pre-volcano area. The first one can be found immediately to the left in a circle of pebbles just below the palm with the squirrel. Left of that is a hidden passageway leading to the second walnut. Just above the entrance to the right there are 4 patches of grass hiding number 3. From that spot you should go to the south leading to number 4. Going back and continuing right, there's another pebble circle for number 5. You continue north, there's a very faint square just to the right of the tent in the sand, which hides number 6. After you've prepared the bridge towards the left, you can find walnut number 7, once again surrounded by pebbles. Across the bridge there's number 8 in plain sight, and number 9 and 10 when you continue going right next to the stairs. In front of the Volcano dungeon, the 11th is hidden behind a tree to the right. Number 12 is surrounded by pebbles north of that, and number 13 is hinted towards by one of the scrap journals. You will have to use a slingshot on the palm tree right of the volcano. You can see something golden hidden behind it. Another scrap journal shows you the location of number 14 alongside an ostrich egg just above the curved palm tree on the left side. Just north of that is number 15, which is once again marked by pebbles. Just below that, there is a hidden pathway that leads you to the 16th walnut. Once you're inside the volcano, you will need your watering can. Use it on the left to make a path in the lava to get to 2 more golden walnuts. 19 golden walnuts can be found inside the volcano dungeon. 2 can be found in the forge area on the 10th level of the dungeon. 5 can be found by mining. 5 more can be found by killing monsters inside the dungeon. 5 more can be found by destroying the dwarven gadgets inside the dungeon. And the last 2 are inside treasure chests. The last 13 golden walnuts on this part of the island are rewards from Professor Snail when you help him complete his collection or help him by answering his surveys. After unlocking the bridge, you have to destroy the big stone with a strong enough pickaxe or a bomb to free a man who introduces himself as Professor Snail, who will then return to the tent in this area. Inside the tent, you can get 2 golden walnuts by reporting the amount of purple flowers and purple starfish that can be found on the island. If you want to figure it out by yourself, skip ahead. The amounts are 22 and 18 respectively. I will now tell you where you can find all the fossils that you have to donate to Professor Snail. Mummified bats can be found as a drop inside the volcano dungeon by destroying stones. Mummified frogs can be found by cutting the weeds in the jungle area. Fossilized legs, which you will need 2 of, can be found by destroying bone rocks in the dig site across the bridge. Fossilized ribs can be found by digging up artifact spots in the docks area. Fossilized tails can be found by panning in the river at the dig site. Fossilized spines can be found by fishing in the river at the dig site. Fossilized skulls can be found by breaking open golden coconuts. Snake vertebrae, which you need 2 of, can be found by digging up artifact spots on the western island. It took me more than 3 seasons in-game time to find both of them, since it seems like they spawn very rarely. One piece of advice I can give you is to not fill up all the farmland with crops and other things, because that increases your chance of spawning artifact spots. You can find snake skulls by fishing anywhere or by digging up artifact spots at the dig site. You will get 6 golden walnuts and a banana sapling for completing the mammal set, 3 for the snake set, as well as a mango sapling, and 1 each for the mummified frog and bat. Overall, you can get 18 walnuts in the ground or from plants, 13 from Professor Snail, 5 from monsters, 5 from rocks, 5 from dwarven gadgets, and 2 from treasure chests, and 2 inside the forge area for a total of 50 golden walnuts. The last area with the golden walnuts is the Southeastern Shore. It's first hinted at in the journal scrap, telling you where you can fish for stingrays. To unlock it, you have to first have repaired the farmhouse. After that, you can build a beach resort in the docks area for 20 golden walnuts, which means that villagers will be able to visit this island now. By the way, you can turn this off by interacting with the cabin. Now you can enter the Southeastern Shore by going right from the beach resort. In this area there are a total of 11 golden walnuts. The first one can be found by fishing in the star-shaped pond. Another one is surrounded by 4 stars just to the northeast of the pond. To the right you can enter a cave where you can catch stingrays. At the very bottom right of the cave there is a tillable spot between the barrels where you can dig up the 3rd walnut. 5 more walnuts can be gotten by solving the journal scrap number 9. If you want to solve it yourself, skip ahead. On rainy days, a mermaid will appear on a rock by the ocean. At the shore, there is a float block sign and several stones that depict a certain number. Each small stone stands for 1. Each bigger stone stands for 5. Flute blocks change sound if you click on them. So if you place 5 flute blocks next to the stones and click the corresponding number of times, -1 since you start with 1, you can get a certain melody by running past them from left to right. If you do it correctly, the mermaid will reward you with 5 golden walnuts, for a total of 8 walnuts in this area. The last 3 golden walnuts can be found in the cave, and they are also kind of secretive, so you can stop watching now if you don't want spoilers. If you enter the cave after 8 PM on even days when it's not raining, there'll be pirates. Pirates sitting by the table on the right will let you play a game of darts. Every time you win, you will get a golden walnut. Each time you win, he will make it more difficult by reducing the amount of darts you have. After winning 3 times, you will have collected all 3 golden walnuts, for a total of 11 golden walnuts in this area. With 11 walnuts from the jungle, 5 from fishing, 1 from the golden coconut, 52 from the western island, 50 from the northern island, and 11 from the southeastern shore and cave, you will have collected all 130 golden walnuts.